Let's now talk about all of the cues that we should track, which are very specific to our own markets as well. Our research team is here with the trade setup. Mangalam, Ekta and Surbhi all join us now to prep you up for this trading session. Guys, a very good morning to all of you. Ekta, coming to you first. We saw that last hour recovery play out, but take us through everything else we should track today.
Thanks for that. Well, yes, yesterday's trading session, we did see the markets close with minor gains amidst what was a volatile session. The Nifty held on to 18,300. The Sensex also rose. The Nifty Bank showed a sharp recovery in the last hour of trade, rising nearly 150 odd points. Now, the US markets will be in focus on account of the CPI inflation data plus the debt ceiling impasse. So the US April CPI inflation came in at 4.9% versus estimates of around 5 odd percent. So it was largely a little softer, you would have to say. So the US markets did close largely mixed. The tech stocks rallied. We have Asia, which is largely mixed at this point in time as well, because we do have the Chinese inflation data, which is coming at the lowest level that we've seen in 2 years. SGX indicating a bit of a positive start. The Karnataka exit polls will be something that the street will keep their eye on. It looks like it's going to be a photo finish when it comes to Karnataka. So that will give you a sense in terms of what the expectation would be from the general election, as well as the markets do gear themselves up in order to take cues from that. FIIs continue to buy, so they are showing that underlying conviction. FIIs net bought around 1,833 odd crores in yesterday's trading session, and you can see on your screen that they have been continuous buyers since the past couple of trading sessions. Result reactions today: L&T, Lupin, or rather Dr. Reddy's, Precall, to name a few. Results today, we have the likes of Asian Paints, Eicher Motors, GSPL, Dr. Lal, Pack Labs, all of these stocks which will be coming out with their numbers. So heavy day in terms of stocks. Do watch out for the underlying conviction on the positive side for our markets.
All right, Ekta, thanks a lot for bringing us all of those cues. Let's now talk about some of those individual names as well that Ekta was mentioning. We have Surbhi here with the entire list of stocks that you should watch today, and as expected, a lot of the big earnings, Surbhi.
Hi, good morning. Thanks for that. So first on my radar is L&T. Now the numbers have missed analyst estimates. Revenue is up 10% on a year-on-year basis. The EBITDA is up nearly 5% and margins have come in at 11.7% versus 12.3% same time last year. Additionally, AM Nayak is going to step down as the non-executive chairman, and CEO and MD SN Subramaniam is going to be the chairman and MD. Next is Godrej Consumer. The numbers are better than expected. The revenues have come in at 3,200 crores. The EBITDA has come in at 641 crores and margins have come in at 20% versus a poll of 19.3%. Dr. Reddy's, the numbers are largely in line. The revenue is up 16%. The EBITDA came in at 1631 crores and the margins have come in at 26% versus 24% same time last year. Ratnamati Metals and Tubes, it's the best ever quarter for them. The revenue is up 54% and the EBITDA is up 78%. And lastly, Gujarat Gas, the revenues have come in at 3,929 crores. The EBITDA has come in at 560 crores and the margins have come in at 14.3% versus a poll of 12.3%.
All right, Surbhi, thanks a lot for bringing us that entire list of stocks. We're going to watch for all of these in the session today. But finally, it's over to Mangalam, who's looking at cues from the FNO space. Mangalam, for all the volatility, the close wasn't that bad. Take us through everything we should watch.
The close was good. In fact, there is decent momentum with the bulls. We had the Nifty up 100 points from the day's low yesterday. In fact, closed near the day's high. Importantly, we got a good handover coming in from Wall Street as well. The Nasdaq was up by around 1 odd percent, and that makes Nifty IT the index to track today, along with Nifty Bank. It is also a Thursday, which means it's weekly options expiry, so that's something that we'll be watching out for. The FIIs, they continue to show confidence in our markets. They bought about 1,800 crores in the cash market. Domestic institutional investors sold about 800 crores, so net cash inflows was close to around 1,000 crores from the institutions. The FIIs, however, added a few more long positions in index futures as well, and the longs inched mildly higher from 48% to 49%. But the big data point that comes about, and the data point to track ahead of weekly options expiry, is what the FIIs did in index options. And out there, they covered short calls and they added short puts. So that's telling you the way up for the market opens up and the base moves higher as well. So yesterday, if you just take a look at the 18,300 call, that saw a fair amount of writing at the start of the day. But as the market progressed higher, those call writers had to cover their positions. So 30 lakh shares unwound out there for a premium of 57 odd rupees. And at the same time, the bulls started writing the 18,300 put 37 lakh shares added out there for a premium of 40 rupees, telling you 18,250 is where the strong support is. What if the market falls from here after seeing some resistance at around 18,350 to 18,400? Well, they're prepared for that as well. We saw 90,000 puts being bought yesterday, and those puts that were bought were at 18,200. So basically, it was pretty clear. Bulls would write the 18,300 put, pocket a premium of 40 rupees, and also buy the 18,200 put, give out a premium of 13 odd rupees. So basically making 24 rupees in terms of premium, and hoping that the market does not fall below 18,250. The other thing to watch out for is the SGX Nifty. Indicates a positive start to open things, but remember, this also indicates a start near the resistance zones. So whether a dip should be bought or whether we see a straight up move is something we need an answer to.
All right, and we will wait for that. Mangalam, thanks a lot for bringing us all of those cues. But with that, it is time for our first break on the show. When we come back, like we told you, a lot of big earnings post-market close yesterday. L&T and Dr. Reddy's posted fourth quarter numbers. We'll bring you the highlights in just a bit.